don't see if that comes off. Ramon Piñeiro is on his final lap. It's been a very, very quiet race for the Spaniard. Once he's got in front, he is absolutely dominated. There's no question about that, really. Bortolotti some 7.2 seconds behind as they started the final lap. And Ramon just needs to cruise around this 4.3 kilometre circuit one more time in order to take victory. And this win will move him up into 4th position at the championship at the expense of, well, they'll jump past Jack Clark, Tobias Hegerwald and Will Bratt with this victory.
Not far behind Monras as well with that, with him not scoring.
No, that's very true as well. So because Ramon Piñeiro will be on 97 points and Mickey Monras is only on 108. So Ramon really is starting to make a name for himself. He's just starting to get to grips with the Formula 2 car halfway through this season, and he is starting to bring himself into contention for the top 3 in the championship. He got away at the start, had to defend a little bit into the first corner, but nothing too drastic, and as a result Ramon Piñeiro has subsequently dominated the first race of the day here at the first race of the weekend, I should say, here at the Red Bull Ring. James Gornall heads out now to talk to the drivers down in the pit lane. It's second place for Mirko Bortolotti, third is going to go to Mihai Marinescu, only 0.4 of a second between them as they cross the line, but I think we're going to see a pretty happy Romanian down there. There is Ramon's team, very, very pleased indeed. Absolutely, so Ramon takes the victory. 5th place for Jack Clark. I think he'll be satisfied with that actually after his climb back up the road. A 6th for Julian Theobald, his best result ever in Formula 2. 7th for Luciano Bacchetta, 8th for Benjamin Lariche, 9th for James Cole, more points for the man from Southport, and 10th place, a maiden points finish I think for Plamen Kralev, and finishing in 10th place the number 8 car. So Ramon Piñeiro takes the win, and he'll be very pleased with that, and we'll be back with the podium in a few moments time. Plamen Kralev, of course, did pick up a point in Monza. Back in 2010. So I apologise, but Ramon Piñeiro, very, very happy young man. And it's going to be great to hear what he has to say. There is Jack Clark making his way past Ramon Piñeiro. So it's been a decent race, some good scraps down the order. Mihai Marinescu finishing 3rd, ahead of Alex Brundle in 4th, but they were very close together for a long, long time. And that's to find out what happened between Jack Clark and Julian Theobald, and also Zanella, a torrid race for him. He lost 4 seconds on one lap, then 11 seconds on the next, and then was given a drive-through penalty. So it all looks so good coming into qualifying for Zanella, but with 3rd on the grid, just a 1/10 of a second behind Mirko Bortolotti, less than a 1/10 of a second behind Mirko Bortolotti, but it just didn't work out for him in the race, did it? There's Ramon then in the 15 car, ahead of Benjamin Lariche, and he will pull into the pit lane where he will talk to James Gornall, who, as I said, has legged it down there. Thank you to all of you joining us on the Formula 2 website. It's good that you're with us, along with our Motors TV friends, who we will be rejoining in a few moments time. But don't forget, you can see the second race live tomorrow, an hour later than it was today, at 2:35 local time, which will be 1:35 UK time. Ramon Piñeiro pulls down into the pit lane then, and he's going to be a very, very happy Spaniard when he jumps out of that car. Also very happy will be Mihai Marinescu, I believe, but it's 2 out of 2 for Ramon Piñeiro. He's got some new So he's got some new overalls to match his car, and they seem to be doing the trick, because Ramon Piñeiro has won 2 out of the last 2 races. The second race at Brands Hatch and the first one here at the Red Bull Ring. He gets congratulated by his entourage, has a little finger up in the air to signify he is #1. It's Kiri Longstaff just getting ready to assemble them all. Let's have a look at the race results then. Only 5.4 seconds in the end, but that's because Piñeiro backed off substantially on that final lap of the race at 23.2 on that last lap for Bortolotti, so he was pushing until the end. Brundle only 0.4 of a second away from his third podium of the season, but it wasn't to be. Jack Clark from 12th on the grid up into 5th. Julian Theobald from 10th on the grid up into 6th, so he's starting to show some pace. Luciano Becchetta, the debutant, finishes in 7th. Benjamin Lariche in 8th, and James Cole and Plamen Kralev, both I've no doubt taking some very welcome points. Max Snegerev showed a random hot lap in the middle of that race to go faster than anyone else. Christopher Zanella, I can't imagine how he's going to be feeling after what is going to be an extremely frustrating afternoon. Sunghak Mun has been strong all weekend and follows it up with the 13th place. Aman Ibrahim did well in 14th and 15th place for Tobias Hagevold. That's going to frustrate him too. Here's a look at the points then. It is now a 54-point lead for Mirko Bortolotti, so that's just over 2 wins worth ahead of Christopher Zanella. So Bortolotti needs to start non-finishing really, and Zanella needs to start winning if Zanella wants to close in. Miki Monras in 3rd. You can see Ramon's charge up the order, up into 4th place now. Will Brath and Jack Clark, the first of the 2 Brits, joint on 92 points. Tobias Hagevold drops down to 7th after coming into the weekend in 5th place after his non-points finish. And Mihai Marinescu up into 8th. Brundle into 9th with Jordan King down in 10th place. You can really see a gap, can't you? The top 9 regular points finishers, 71, and then down to 17 points for Jordan King in 10th place. So as I say, we've got the second race coming up for you tomorrow. It's an hour later than it started today, so it'll be 2:35 local time, but there is James Gornall, and he is down in the pit lane with our race winner, Ramon Piñeiro.
Ramon, that was a fantastic race, but you actually made that look easy.
Well, I mean, I knew that the start was the key point. I knew my pace was really good, so I had to make a clear start, which I did, and then just try to be consistent with the same times on the way down, and get the rhythm on there and get the win. So I did that. I could do a good start and get a big gap and get it.
2 on the trot, Ramon. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I don't really know what he wrote just then, Ramon, but he certainly is very pleased with his victory. You can see the spectacular scenery that we're surrounded with here in Austria, and no doubt those fans enjoyed that race. These Formula 2 cars really are a spectacular sight around this circuit. So the lights went out, and it was a good start from Piñeiro. Mihai Marinescu got a good one as well. Zanella, that was very close to quite a big shunt actually, and then we did get a big shunt. If you look a little bit further back, there goes Theobald up into the air, over he goes, collecting René Binder as well. That's his second roll of the season for Johannes Theobald, and he retired from the race. Miki Monras we saw battling early on with Luciano Becchetta, but Miki Monras' race would soon come to an end as Johannes Theobald happily walked out of the car. Mikkel Mack and Becchetta were battling, but Mack was too late on the brakes and he sideswiped Miki Monras, and the Spaniard was not impressed. But the other Spaniard, Ramon Piñeiro, began to pull away at the front and was very, very strong indeed. We saw a great battle develop in 3rd place between Mihai Marinescu and Alex Brundle. Tobias Hagevold fell down the order after this little collision with Timo Storz, and Storz I think will be a little bit frustrated with that as well. And Aman Ibrahim gets a cutback on Kelvin Schnooks. Those two had some great battling all day, but Ramon Piñeiro didn't have to battle anyone apart from the time sheets because he comfortably held on for the win. Here went Aman Ibrahim and Kelvin Schnooks this time. Schnooks would later retire with a bit of suspension damage. Sunghak Mun getting involved as well in a great 3-way battle. There you can see Schnooks' front left suspension damage, and he had to pull off and retire from the race up at the first corner. Ibrahim and Sunghak Mun was still at it. Mun getting the cutback on the exit of Schlossgold and making the move stick. But again, all this kerfuffling down the order didn't affect Ramon Piñeiro. A super strong performance from him saw him take the victory ahead of Mirko Bortolotti by 5.4 seconds, with Mihai Marinescu just holding off Alex Brundle to take 3rd place. Very, very happy team for Ramon Piñeiro. So there's Mihai Marinescu, 3rd step on the podium, 2nd step for Mirko Bortolotti, but the winner of the first race of the weekend here at the Red Bull Ring is, if he ever emerges, Ramon Piñeiro, and it moves him up to 4th position in the championship. A very, very happy young man, and for the second time in 2 races we have the Spanish national anthem. Congratulations to Ramon. Very, very happy young man, as I've already said. His Facebook page has already been updated within minutes of him taking the victory. So all his fans are kept abreast of what is happening. Bortolotti has, well, there's probably a joke I can make there, but I probably shouldn't. So Bortolotti finishes in 3rd place. He's not going to be spraying much champagne. James Gornall, James of all trades, this afternoon is presenting the trophies. Ramon takes the victory. The 2nd place trophy for Mirko Bortolotti. A good drive from Bortolotti, and really he's been very, very consistent this season. It's another 2nd place, a very happy 2nd place for the Italian. Really quite satisfied with that by the looks of things. The man who drove the number 4 car. He's had 4 wins so far this season, and this is his 3rd 2nd place of the year as well. So very consistent work. There are the GT Open grid girls getting ready for the GT Open race, which gets underway after we're done here on Motors TV. And there are the top 3 posing for photographs. So really a good race. And will Bortolotti be able to get any champagne out? Yes, he does. Piñeiro blasts his own cap off, and the 3 of them celebrate. The grid girls leg it, and Beaver is going to get soaked in champagne as well. The photographer there in the fetching orange bib. It looks like it's a Ramon Piñeiro bib actually, doesn't it? But a great day of racing here at Red Bull Ring, and it provided the entertainment that we thought the long straights and tight corners would. You can join us tomorrow, an hour later than you did today, for live coverage of the 2nd race of the weekend, and it should be as exciting. Of course, they have their own qualifying, a 2nd qualifying session tomorrow, so all today is white. So we're looking for Miki Monras and Tobias Hegerbold all to get back out there. Hopefully Johannes Theodor will be back out there too after that spectacular accident. So thank you for James Gornall for joining me in the commentary box. My name is Jack Nichols, and we hope you've enjoyed this Formula 2 race from the Red Bull Ring. Ramon Piñeiro moves up to 4th place in the championship, but Mirko Bortolotti extends his lead at the top of the championship to move closer to taking that Williams F1 test drive. Join us tomorrow for the 2nd race of the weekend here from the Red Bull Ring.